Hello everyone. So let's continue with the next topic, that is the anatomy of dicot and monocot plants. Okay. So here we will compare the different anatomical internal structures of both dicot monocots. So while discussing, we will discuss about the root, stem and leaf. So first of all, let us discuss about the root. So as you can see, this is the structure of a dicot root. Okay, sunflower root. So here the internal tissues are differentiated into different regions. So first of all, you can see this is the outer part. Now we call it as epiblema. It originates from the dermatogen layer, isn't it? It consists of some root hairs which help in absorption, but here cuticle is not present. Followed to the epidermis is the cortex. The cortex, it is made up of parenchyma cells. So they help in conduction of water, plus they also store water. Okay, they have intercellular spaces or may not be present. Now here this forms the maximum region of the tissue. One more thing, when we are studying about this epidermis, epiblema, that is the cell which consists of the root hairs or which gives rise to the root hairs, that epiblema are known as the piliferous layers. Okay, that is a new term we are getting. So next to the cortex comes the endodermis, which is again single layered. It consists of passage cells which allow substances to pass through it. It also has some Casparian thickenings, Casparian stripes are there. Followed this is the pericycle, which may be single or double multi-layered. So this pericycle, it gives rise to the cork cambium or phallogen, okay, and some part of the vascular cambium. Then next is the vascular strand, the middle portion. As you can see in the diagram, here the xylem is exarched, that is protoxylem lies towards the periphery, metaxylem towards the inner part. Now, if there are two xylem bundles, as in case of tomato, then we call the root as a diarch root. If there are three vascular bundles, then we call it as a triarch root, which is observed in case of pea plant. Okay. If 4, then tetrarch in sunflower. If 5, pentarch. Similarly, how many numbers of xylem bundles are there? Accordingly, it is divided into different types. Okay. Now, as you can see in the diagram itself, the xylem and phloem, these are separated, isn't it? The strands are separated. But here what happened, a conjunctive parenchyma or conjunctive tissue is present, which separates the duct of both the cells. That means they separate the sap and food channels. So xylem channels and phloem channels through which water and food will transport, that are separated by means of the conjunctive parenchyma cells. Okay. Then next to the vascular tissue remains the pith portion, which consists of parenchyma cells. They provide support and plus storage of food and water. Okay, so this is all about the anatomy of the dicot root. So here important term, piliferous layer, that means epiblema with root hairs. Then cortex, endodermis, pericycle. Then here we are getting vascular bundle, exarch type, plus conjunctive parenchyma are present, which separates the sap and food channels. Okay. So next is the monocot root. Okay. So in monocot root, similar to the dicot only, we will get the same type of structures. So this is the outer layer, epiblema, which consists of root hairs. Okay. And when these roots mature, they shrivels. They get destroyed. Followed to the epiblema is the exodermis, which consists of thick wall cells. Then cortex is present, which forms the bulk of the tissue. It is made up of parenchyma cells. Okay, and whenever the cells become mature, the epiblema and root hairs, they started shriveling. Okay, and then they forms the covering called the exodermis. Then next, these particular cells help in providing mechanical support, formation of a protective covering for exodermis, okay, and radial conduction of water. Then next is the endodermis layer. So you can see in this endodermal cells, black cells are there. That means these are all passage cells. Moreover, they contains Casparian stripes. That means thickenings are present of lignin and suberin. These passage cells, they help in movement. Okay. Next to the endodermis is the pericycle, which may be single or multi-layered. It helps in conduction. Okay. It is the outermost layer of the stele. Then next is the vascular bundles. So here vascular strand, it is actually polyarch. That means lots of numbers of xylem bundles are present. They are metaxylem, protoxylem are present. Xylem is exarch, that is protoxylem lies towards the periphery, metaxylem towards the central part. Okay, that's why this is an exarch type. Plus here also conjunctive tissue is present, which will help in conduction or separation of the two types of sep and food channels. Okay, the two channels which are helping or conducting the food and sep, they will be separated. So next comes the pith portion. It is the central portion which consists of parenchyma cells. Okay, they help in storage also. Plus they provide extra support. Okay, so these are all the different anatomical structures of the root. So here we are comparing a dicot and a monocot root. The internal structure, almost they are all similar except for some portions, like the vascular bundles, they are different. Otherwise almost everything is similar. So when you are comparing two structure, always study the differences well. Okay, go through the terms, go through each and every line, the diagrams, the labelings properly, try to understand them well. If you find any problem, then let me know.